1,400 of 2,000. Really? I mean, to be fair, Bohemians is a Dublin-based club, so... But still, like, come on. All right, welcome in, my friends. If you've enjoyed this series, it really does help massively if you hit that like button, leave a comment, something like that. The comments is more for, like, me feeling like people are engaged. The likes is more for YouTube to say, like, oh, people like this stuff. Like, we should send more people here. And this is going to be a long-term thing, so I'm really trying to build it up as we go. I just want to show this to you. We played 27 games in a season. We're currently 12 games in, so that's almost half, right? 14 would be a little bit more than half. We're sitting on 23 points. I think we're bossing it, my friends. I mean, at most, Finn Harps would have 18, so we'd be 5 points clear. And in the playoffs, again, I'm not really that fussed about actually getting promoted this year. I think that might be worse. Although the money would be nice, but then does the board expect you to not get relegated the next season? And that can lead to you getting sacked. So, things to consider. It's still early days, I know, but I'm just saying, like if we could pull it off, that would be quite impressive, I think, considering the media expected us to land in 8th, I believe. Right. So moving on, we've signed Dylan McGuire. Needed a backup left back. He's on a non-contract contract, which is always weird to say. Like, you go to contract and it says non-contract contract. He's on an appearance fee only contract. So 75 if he makes an appearance, 15 if he gets a clean sheet. I actually don't know. Is it like Fantasy Premier League where you have to play 60 minutes, or can he come on in the 89th minute and if they get a clean sheet, he gets 15? Just curious. Let me know if you know that in the comments. And if we sit him on the bench, we pay him £1. So, little light on the wallet there for us. We do have one other transfer we've considered. He's 31, risky. Chris Turner, Northern Irish. Looking at his history, he's played kind of all over the place, right? So he used to play for the Shamrock Rovers, and before that Dundalk, before that he was in Scotland for 2 appearances, and before that Bohemians, before that Sligo Rovers, before that he was for Derby, but never made an appearance. So he's kind of, he's made the rounds, if you will, in the UK, and then he's obviously in the UK being the Northern Ireland part, in Scotland and England, and then he's come over the border, which makes sense, to Ireland, and he's really more of a just trying to solve the problem that everyone is concerned about our midfield depth. And he would be a nice option for center mid defend. I gave him a rotation contract. He can play ball winning midfielder. I'm not too crazy about that role on a 4-4-2 versus like a 4-3 with a DM maybe, or something like that. But overall, like, even if we, just use him as a central midfielder on defend, he doesn't have the acceleration or pace. So we definitely want to, like, have him stay put. Like, just sit in the hole, be defensive. Kind of maybe an anchor man, right? Like, just don't move a lot. But we don't use the defensive midfielder role, at least right now. So I thought with his determination, he might get a little bit of tutoring done, or mentoring, as it were. He's got good aggression. He's got good tackling, We'll see if he signs. He has until the 7th. We offered him on the 30th of April. So we'll have to see if he ends up coming in. Looking at the schedule, right, you last saw us against Shamrock Rovers, which we weren't really expected to win. Kevin Knight with a brace, which was a bit unexpected, against Drogheda United. I think that's how you say it. I'm sure you've left me comments about that, and then I've forgotten. And then Kluka's picking up one as well. Where are they now? They are 9th. They were 8th or 9th at the time, so that was quite nice. Even though it was, 8th or 9th, you get 3 goals on an away trip. We'll take that. Athlone Town was bottom of the table, I think. I should probably check these things before I start recording, shouldn't I? Have we already? Okay. They're in 10th. Klukas again, and then Jean-Yves Poim with the brace, which was needed because they equalized. Oh, well, it was 2-1, and then he kind of sealed the deal on an 8.8. Played quite well. Longford was a boring 0-0. Really nothing to report there. Galway United, quite good. They are currently in 3rd place. And with all, look at this, right? Like in April, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other games. This will be the 6th game in April, and I knew we had this game coming up, so we pretty much rotated everybody. We played Carl Byrne, Daniel, Captain Jack is the only kind of holdover. Rob McGee at left back. Dalton on the right wing. Stokes, who hasn't played. I think that may have been his... No, he's had 3 sub appearances, but he started. So his first start. Owen Morgan, McConnell, Casey. I always go Gene. Jean-Yves Poem. That's kind of how we rolled it out, and the reason we were able to, I think, to get the victory. I mean, we did get an early goal. It was quite nice in the 22nd minute, but they had a man sent off, and we were playing with a 4-5-1. So I don't know if we just kind of frustrated them, but we played a 4-5-1, shorter passing, and kind of just like slow the ball down, pass it around, and it worked. And then obviously with the man advantage, we were able to hold on. But today, my friends, Bohemians come on a short ride down from Dublin with all of their away fans. We would love to win this game. We are on 16,500 euros. 5 grand if we get into the final. 10 grand if you win the final. Massive result potentially for us. So we're rolling out the regulars. I've already talked to Shane Costello about his performances, so I can't talk to him again. He said he needed, I need to buck my ideas up. He's got 18 determination. I don't understand what's wrong. He's a wing back with no pace and acceleration. A fullback should be easier for you, mate. I thought about no nonsense, but that takes away some of his positive attributes. So we're going to play him on defend rather than on support. Connor Keeley, Captain Jack, Kevin Knight, Dalton Watson, Zach O'Neill, who, look at that, my friends. Look at the decisions. Up from an 8.2. I mean, that looks like a lot, but I mean, I guess it is. From an 8.2 to a 9 since January. It's quite the nice jump. Stamina has jumped up a little bit. Off the ball's gone up a little bit. Technique's gone up a little bit. Composure's gone from a 9.2 to a whopping 9.6. The lines make it look a little more aggressive than it is, but I like these green arrows. I think he's going to be one for the long term. We've still got him just on a youth contract. Let me know. Do you think I should offer Zach O'Neill like a part-time contract through 2019? I kind of like that he's with us until 2019, but let me know your thoughts there. He's still learning the box-to-box midfield role. Still can't dribble to save his life, which is kind of incredible, really. But Casey on the left, he's really the only real change. We've got Paul Fox. He's played a 7.3 in his last couple games, but he's played 707 minutes. I was trying to get Dean Casey some minutes, and Paul is kind of falling apart here. But we'll use him one more time because he's played well in his last 5, really. That's why. And because Dean Casey is right-footed left winger. Luke Klukas is on a 7.5 in his last 5, including a whopping 6.4 in the last game, which means the other games were pretty good. 8 goals, 7 assists with Marty Waters, 7 goals, 4 assists. I mean, look at the ratings. It's unbelievable. On the bench, we got Sean Fitzpatrick, Dylan McGuire, who's here's a pound. Thanks for coming. Daniel Blackburn, Andy O'Reilly, Joe Doyle, and Cody Mulhall, who has really not played as well as I thought he would. But he can cover the left wing and the striker role depending on what we need to do. So I know that's a lot of rambling. That's 8.5 minutes of me rambling. But I want to kind of keep you up to date with what we're doing and how we're doing it. So if we could get through here, it'd be awesome if UCD could beat Dundalk and we could beat Bohemians. And then that would be a massive game. Like maybe they'd put it in a different stadium where a lot of fans could come and we could earn a lot of money. That's what I'm all about right now. All about that business. Let's go. We're going to go extended highlights. Just the one game today. They're playing a 4-2-1-3, which is curious. I don't like this. We beat them. Okay. I know they're a good team. We've been on a good run. Go impress me. Let's go. Nobody cares. I mean, to be fair, their morale's already pretty good, so maybe that's why. I should look to see... Okay, we'll look here in a second, I guess. Anybody? I'd like to see Bohemians is currently 9th in the league. With 2... Why doesn't it show the full table? Okay, it's because it's showing all their competitions and there's not enough room. Ha! 2 wins, 4 draws, and 9 losses, 10 points. Look at all the stuff that they're involved in still. But I'm just saying, you're saying there's a chance, right? Like, just me? Let me know what you think about sound. I tend to like the atmosphere that sound gives you. Otherwise, it's just quiet if I'm not talking. I do think SI could do a lot from a sound. Like, I'd like to hear some chants. in environments that have sold out stadiums and good fan support. And Zach O'Neal has just scored. The legend, Zach O'Neal, has scored. Marty Waters with the cross there. That was lovely. I think they could do more from that standpoint, from the chants. I also think they could pay somebody to research all of the like stadiums that teams play in and go like, and come up with an option, right? Like come up with I don't know, maybe it's just because I like low league football, at least to start my saves. I think they could come up with an option where like you have standing only, right? Like, like on a hillside, right? Like this is our home stand here, but Stradbroke doesn't have 4 sides. That's just not what it looks like. It's mostly standing. Like there's a little bit on one side that's like 5, 6, 7 rows, at least from the photos that I've seen. I think it would make it a little more realistic. And then as you built up the club, like if you go on a 50-year run with a club in a game, if that's kind of your style, you could see the differences get built up versus it just kind of like is what it is. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe Stradbroke looks like this. I just don't think it does. You might say we've been a bit lucky with our first goal, but based on the possession and all that kind of stuff. Oh, Zach O'Neal, there he is again. Connor Keeley coming forward to knock that one away. Get back in your position, please. You're on cover. back. Okay. Oh, couldn't see the name there. Thornton taps that. Okay, McGinnis couldn't it was coming around his man. He couldn't see it coming, so I like that he got to that. Disinterested and nervous. We're going to close Burn. That is Burn, right? You always doubt yourself. We're not going to mark him tightly, but we will close him down here on the right side of their 2 center backs. If I can get words out. I'm thinking he's tired. He's disinterested. Maybe he's going to like pass it back to the keeper, but we're there and we pounce on it. Something like that. We do have a pressing forward. He's on the other side. He's like on their left, our right. McGinnis collects. Nice lads. I've had 6 shots though. That's quite not. We may go to our more cautious, but I'm afraid of that causing issues from like giving them too much of the ball, but they already have 57%. How much worse could it get? That's a dangerous question to ask the Football Manager engine. Because, if you guys don't know, it can definitely hear you. I think I'm going to do it. I think we're going to change it. We're going to go whoop. Here we go, lads. Since we've got the goal, maybe that draws them up. We're going to tell Shane to back off the tackles. He's on a 6.5, which is a really good rating for Shane. Disappointing. Oh, I was getting nervous about penalties. Grant back outside. Close him down, Kevin. Nice. Or is that even Kevin? I don't even know. O'Neal's there. Is that Kevin? Is that Fox? That's what does the Fox say? Graydon. Or Grey Dawn. Surely it's Graydon, right? Hi, my name's Grey Dawn. Zach Morris pings it up. Like, I know we're playing cautious, but you could mark somebody on a free kick and not just like let them freely move the ball up. Just a suggestion. Thornton. Okay, McCourt, there he is. What does the Fox say? Oh, I mean, it was good clearance. He got to it. I don't like that our strikers just stood there like, hey, comes the ball. It's not. I know you're supposed to be passing it in space, but I'm not going to run onto that. Why would I do that? Okay. Lions. Ooh, free at the back. Oh, we lucked out there, lads. 9 shots, 4 on target. Keeper's been busy. Captain Jack knocks it away. Back to Hamilton, though. Where's the closing down? Oh, whoa, clear. Captain Jack clears again. I was about to say that hesitation you saw was me going like, well, we've made it to the half with the lead, and then we almost spilled it. I'm going to say I'm happy the performance so far. Keep it up. I'm tempted to say, like, don't get complacent, but I'm afraid that would like crush some of their morale, and I'm more interested. This is an important game from a financial standpoint, potentially, but doing well in the league is our main concern. So I don't want to hurt morale, especially if no one's expecting us to win anyway. There you go, O'Neal. Intercepted that pass. Oh, clear. Watson, is this our highlight? Okay. Klukas is there. Marty Waters. Does he have help? No, he doesn't. Oh, he tries to go near post. That was a pretty good crack at the ball. Or the goal. Words. You know, it's not like I do this for 700 videos or something like that. Oh, Watson was making a run. That was a really nice looking run. I thought he was going to smack that in. The defender got to it just at the last second. I thought he was going to hit it with his noggin. Okay, Dalton is taking people out. I like the passion going for it. Now we pulled a center back way out of position. Is that Connor Keeley? It is, and it goes right to where he was. Where's our right back? There he is. He's covering. Nice job, Shane. Nice job. He's going to get sent off for a yellow here, a second yellow. But nice job in the meantime. Graydon switching it up to Lyons to Grant. Ooh, back post. Hamilton. Okay, nice job getting in front of that. Who was that? Costello. Nice. Zach O'Neill. Waters over the top. Oh, unselfish. Unselfish, my friends. We got a 2-0 lead. That's his 9th goal of the season. The partnership. The partnership. Please don't get injured. Let's watch that again. I mean, we're going to watch every goal against a Premier Division team. I'm going to say Division team. Waters. I mean, what's the keeper? I mean, that's still kind of too straight for my liking. I would have liked it to go more towards the corner, but you can't complain when you're up 2-0 against a Premier Division team that's also your affiliate that doesn't pay you. But at least the fans come. You know, they're supporting us in a way by coming to our stand and paying our measly, I think it's like €10 ticket prices. But, you know, every little bit counts. Okay? Do we take Costello off for the yellow? That's the goal. Keeley clears it away. Again, Waters just watches. I know you're supposed to... Ooh, oh, I thought that was going to be a penalty. Nice. Now Waters is there. Now he plays it. Oh, that was looking good. But he gets the rebound. You know? What's he got? What's he got? Oh, nice. Collecting. You know, collects it back. Maintains that possession. Doesn't force it in. Dalton's going to force it in, though. Klukas is there, though. Oh, that was looking good. It hits off the post or the bar, whatever. The woodwalk, which isn't actually made of wood, and that's confusing. Oh, and then we don't get to see the ball go into the box. That's what? Oh, goodness. Watson's on a yellow. We're going to tell him to ease off tackles as well, because we don't want to have 10 men against this team. Oh, Sita. Surely that's a... Oh. I mean, it was a volley, to be fair, but... Come on, mate. All right, we got a yellow here. He's coming off. We're going to play Andy O'Reilly, who I don't even really know what Andy does. He's apparently a central midfielder of some report. He was injured, and then I just haven't played him. Again, I don't understand why the team thinks we have a lack of depth in midfield. There are players that I don't know. So, and that was with us playing all subs in the midfield last game and not using them as subs this game because they're tired. Zach O'Neill, what's he got in his locker? Has he got another goal of the month, huh? Huh? Costello? You're on defend, but okay, gets it to Zach. Look at all the space. He volleys it. It goes in. It goes in. I mean, it was an own goal. Luke Nolan. Yes! It's 3-0, my friends. Let's watch it again. I told you we're going to watch every goal. Shane Costello. Oh, I was so nervous because he was so far forward. It bounced, and then, okay, so it was not going in. It was definitely not going in, but we are not going to complain one bit, my friends. Klukas has played more than Waters recently, and Cody can play a pressing forward, so Cody's going to come on. And then... we're going to leave it at that. We'll take Kevin Knight off here in just a minute. Oh, but then we got to pay that. Oh, do we want to take Kevin Knight off? Do we want to pay the 75 appearance and the 15 clean sheet if we maintain it potentially for 10 minutes? That was quite the nice volley. My friends, the Bohemians have come to Cabinteely, to the Cabos, and they are going to walk, or probably most likely ride home unhappy. O'Reilly with the long ball doesn't come off. Dalton is on 63%. He may be our sub here. Potentially. We got Doyle sitting on the bench, ready to rock. I think we'll do a time-wasting sub. That makes sense. I mean, he's playing well. Fox is playing well, but we got Maguire, who we don't want to use if we don't have to. Am I that cheap? Yes. When you got 16 grand in the bank, If we can hold on to this is a massive result. It's not a two-legged thing. It's just a semifinal. It didn't say semifinal leg 1. So this result. Oh, what a save! McGinnis gets that right mitt down there, collects it, or doesn't collect it. He deflects it. This result guarantees us $5,000. I'm gonna shout out praise. 89th minute. I'm finally gonna do a shout. I didn't do anything the entire game. Maybe that's why we played so well. I wasn't shouting anything from the sidelines. I'm just doing this. Or sorry, I'm trying to keep in my webcam box. That, my friends, is a result. Are we their bogey team? I mean, to be fair, they're not having a great season. Passionate. Congrats, lads. You've all dreamt of playing in the final. Really, have you? Sure. I'm sure you have. Waters with the brace of assists after a 6.7. Quite nice. Andy O'Reilly with a goal coming in. The unknown. And Luke Lucas. Wait. Oh, yeah. The other one was an own goal. I was like, what? We had 3. Forgot about the own goal. Do we know who we're playing? Anybody? When is the draw? Oh, we're playing Dundalk. Dundalk currently in first. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, would we like silverware in our first season? Yes, we would. Would we like the 5? Let me just make sure I'm not remembering this incorrectly. Okay, so we got the final. Let's go to the rules. That's the semifinal of the final. $5,000 and $10,000 if you win. Let's see what we look like after all those fans. $24,000 gate receipts. Was that our only game this month? Yes, that's our only game this month. So this is all this month. 9,233 euros in gate receipts, plus another 28.22 in match day income. Massive result. Massive result. Great job for the finances. And now we are going to... Oh, do we find out when... Do we find out if it's home or away? I was just assuming it was away. The draw date's today. Well, my friends, let's just continue on, shall we? Let's see. Oh, we got a game in 7 days. That's fine. I was gonna rest the players, but we don't need to. Captain Jack's playing well. He might not like this because I've already praised him a little bit. Yes, he likes the feedback. He likes the feedback, lads. I find that if you give them feedback, at least like you kind of like dribble the feedback out when you see that, some players tend to continue to train well. It's kind of like it like boosts them up. And of course it's away. You know, a man can dream that we could host 2 premier teams in our stand and get all that revenue, but it doesn't matter. Like, again, that one game, was that a $12,000 in revenue? Now we get tax to pay and all that kind of stuff, but that's a boost of $8,000 after all that. Massive, massive. Keeps us afloat a little bit longer. If we can get another $5,000 here, plus maybe some of the gate receipts, maybe there's some sort of split. I'm not sure. That is huge. That's what we will come back for in the, we'll do the double. Because this is our rivals. We'll do the UCD Dundalk double. That'll be next episode. Hit that like button, like really hit it hard. Leave a comment. We'll see you next time. Yes! Let me know what you think of the save. Like, we're obviously several episodes in now. I'm having a blast. I'd like to know if you are too. Have a good one.